Duh.
Before getting into the video, make sure to watch the character introduction video for better understanding and experience. Link is given in the description.
It's okay, I'm here, I'm always here. Don't worry. Jimin moved near him as Tae immediately fell onto Jimin's chest, breathing normally now. Jimin's hands were itching to hug him back. It's okay. Jimin didn't know Tae was closing his now completely black eyes. I'm sorry. That was all Tae heard in his head before everything went black for him as he fell limp on Jimin's chest. All Jimin wanted to do now was to hug him tightly and never let him go, but the handcuffs on his wrists said the opposite. But that didn't stop him from mumbling sweet words to Tae, who he didn't know was now unconscious. He rested his chin on Tae's head, still comforting him. He heard footsteps outside the door, but he couldn't turn due to their position. The door burst open as he heard a voice saying, well, what do we have here?" Jimin just gave him his deadliest glare while pulling Tae's unconscious body closer to him using his chin and shoulders. "Heard that you scared off my advisor. And you still have the audacity to try scaring me," JYP said with a chuckle. "What a pathetic king you are. Look at you kneeling in front of me on your own kingdom, on your own castle. I heard King Park Jimin is the strongest, but it doesn't look like it for me. You just look like a little sparrow which needs to be squeezed in my hands," he said while squatting in front of them as they were in eye level now. "Oh, look at who you have with you, isn't that Lord Vu? God of love, King of tigers, unfortunately the best friend of a pathetic vampire king, a weak god who ran away from me before I could end him fully," JYP said while pulling the unconscious Tae out of Jimin's embrace, for which he earned a snare from Jimin, whose eyes flashed red and his fangs ready to bite. But the guards holds him back before he could launch towards JYP. Jimin just kept on snaring while trying to break free from the guard's grip. "Whoa, easy there, little Dracula, aren't killing your best friend yet," JYP smirks mockingly while looking at Jimin before diverting his gaze to Tae. He was holding Tae by gripping on his hair behind his head. He made the unconscious Tae to face him. "Open your eyes, little shit, don't you want to take your so-called revenge for killing your mommy and almost killing you? Or are you still scared of facing me that you are pretending pathetically like this? So much bravery of you, my lord." JYP said the last sentence in a mocking way, making some of his guards laugh. Jimin's eyes were now literally glowing red from anger. "I'll kill you myself if you keep on holding him like that," Jimin warned when he noticed how tight JYP was holding Tae's hair. "Oh really, should I hold him like this then?" JYP said as he loosened his hold on Tae's hair, but his other hand moved to hold Tae's neck. "Okay, this is more comfortable," JYP said, squeezing Tae's neck a little, making Jimin struggle more in the guard's grip. "Such a good friendship I see. You know, I had a friend once. Best friend to be correct. You know what I did? I set him on fire and watched him burn and beg for mercy. He died facing me while looking right into my eyes. But what can I do? It's his fault I couldn't find anyone else to sacrifice to get inside the temple," JYP said casually, making Jimin clench his jaws. "You know, I didn't thought I would see this brat or more have this little shit in my hands. So I forgot about him, but now that I remember, he caused me a lot of trouble. injured me, which almost killed me. Was the reason they stole the Heartstone. Saved your weak ass from my guards. He is the reason I still don't know where the Heartstone is. Or the Heartstones, to be more detailed, since that scums broke the stone. But I am pretty sure one of them is with the other so-called friends of yours. Poor things must be searching for you both, or who knows, maybe they aren't, since they don't care. JYP laughs out like it was the best joke of the century. But it's fine, cause without this little fucker they couldn't even get near the so-called statue, which doesn't exist in the first place. So now let's have some fun with our god here, shall we? JYP suddenly leaves Tae's neck, making Tae fall on the ground with force. This scene was literally making Jimin's blood boil. A guard came in holding a box. Jimin peeks to look at it, but was taken aback when he saw a very sharp-looking knife in it as JYP takes it in his own. Let's have a reminder of this moment, shall we? JYP said before ripping open Tae's shirt and keeping the knife on Tae's bare chest. Before he could sink the knife into Tae's skin, he fell onto the floor with great force, cause something or someone was thrown onto him. He looks at Jimin while getting up from the floor, only to find that Jimin had broken his cuffs and was the one who threw a guard at him. Told you. I'll kill you myself. Jimin said, glaring daggers at JYP. Well, isn't it an honor to fight with you? Bring it all, you bloody sucker. Jimin snared before launching at him as JYP took out his sword. Meanwhile, Juuna, we are sorry. At least talk to us. Hyung, your silence hurt more than your scoldings. June didn't even spare them a glance at he kept his gaze focused on some kind of blueprint. While Jackson occasionally fed him blueberries, which he was having while seated near Namjoon. Hope and Jungkook were standing in front of June for 10 minutes trying to get their leader talk to them, while August D continued steering the boat. No one noticed that somehow the wind was blowing stronger than usual, making the boat move faster, and neither did anyone notice that August D was barely holding the steering as the steering was moving on its own. Juuna, we are sorry. We didn't mean to fight. It happened on the heat of the moment. Hyung, I apologized. I know I was wrong, but please punish me rather than ignoring me. I promise you, Hyung, I won't talk to Hyungs like this again. No, Kook, we should be sorry to you. We were the ones who let our frustrations on you. You were not thinking straight and we were ignorant of it and behaved like shit with you. Hyung is sorry, Jungkook. But please don't blame yourself for anything that happened yesterday. Just trust us when we say it wasn't your fault. Jungkook just nods lightly on that. See, you are still blaming yourself. Don't do that, Kook. You gave your life for Tae and here you are still blaming yourself for their kidnap. Jin hugs Jungkook's knees. Hi, Brad, pick me up. Jungkook smiles on that. You need to grow, Hyung. You do realize you are the shortest member, right? Jungkook said while picking Jin up. I'll show you what the shortest member can do once I get my hands on my new sandalwood spatula back home. Jin warned, but that definitely didn't scare Jungkook. When have you ever got your hands on me, Hyung? You were always out of breath chasing after me, so eventually I escape every single time. You are getting old, Hyung. You need a bed rest and a walking stick. You. Okay, I forgive you guys. June cuts Jin off, saving Jungkook from Jin's angry rapping. Hobie hugs June, followed by Jungkook and Jin. Hey, I'm family too. Jackson exclaimed before joining the hug. June stumbled and fell on the floor along with everyone who was hugging him. August D just looked at the scene without any emotions, but deep inside he felt warm seeing the scene in front of him. Okay, that was enough emotions for today, please get off me. I think I am having a fracture in my arm due to this hug. Well, let me heal you then. Hobie said as he hugged June tight once all the others let go of the hug. In seconds all the pain from June's body disappeared. Okay, well, I feel too good now. Is that a bad thing? Maybe we can throw Namjoon in the water and take him out so he would be fine. How could letting me drown possibly make me feel better? That's how you make a merman feel better. Oh yeah. I forgot my boyfriend is a merman. Jin nudged June's arm while giving him a teasing look. Can someone look after the steering? I need to a moment alone. The four who were sitting on the ground looks at Ekother. Jungkook go. But I don't know how to do it. Do you think letting a 3 feet tall Jin, or a me who can't even stand with my big ass wings, a basically Genie Jackson, or, worse, letting June drive? I'm convinced. Jungkook said before standing up and going towards the steering. August D moved back, letting Jungkook take control. He looks at the steering for a second, then at Jungkook. Just hold it like this. I will be back in a moment. Jungkook nods. As August D moves to walk behind the room to the back of the boat. Jackson, let's check the food supplies, shall we? Jackson nods, being excited. Hobie, would you join us? I'm good. Jin nods as he went in the room while Jackson followed him. Namjoon went back to his seat and took out the blueprint out of Jin's bag as he continued to do what he was doing before. Hobie was about to go to him when a hand pulled him somewhere. He was pulled to the back of the boat by none other than August D? Or was it Yoongi? Missed me, my love. Yoongi couldn't complete his sentence as a certain angel kissed him. Yoongi was in his devil form, so his black wings were out, so were his horns. So you can imagine it, an angel kissing a devil while surrounded by water in the middle of God knows where. I thought I won't see you again. Well, you aren't getting rid of me anytime soon. Yoongi said as they both had their foreheads connected after the kiss as their noses were touching. I need to leave now. The August D character wanted me to have a moment with you cause you seemed sad. Do you know where they took Jimin and A? They are in Rosa Kingdom, to which we are traveling to now. Isn't that Jimin's kingdom in this story? Yeah, I guess so. Oh god, our Minnie and Tae must be scared. They are not kids, baby. They won't be staying silent if anything happened to Ekother. For now we should worry about getting them out of there. How are we supposed to do that? You should discuss that with everyone, my love. Yoongi said while hugging Hobie suddenly while creasing Hobie's white wings softly. Till the next time we meet, stay strong. Don't mind August D if he was being a rude ass. He is just a part of my inner character, but this is the real me. And this me would never hurt you. Cheesy. I don't remember you talking this soft with me. Well, I blame this character, but anyways, don't lose hope, hope she. I'm counting on you, and remember there is always a solution for every problem. Yoongi didn't let Hobie talk as he pressed his lips onto the younger's lips. Hobie closed his eyes, melting into the kiss. Moments later, when he opened his eyes after breaking the kiss, it was August D who was now standing in front of him. Why that look? Disappointed that your lover boy left? Well, you can cry about that later. Now let's go back. Also wipe your lips. I don't want anyone thinking I kissed someone. August D had an expression that made Hobie chuckle. Yeah, very funny for you. Now let's go back, princess. Hobie chuckled but nevertheless followed August D. Meanwhile, Jimin fell down due to a deep cut he got in his arms as he hadn't noticed that JYP was hiding a knife behind him. Okay, that was a good fight, but I don't feel like fighting now. And he couldn't finish the sentence as he got a harsh punch in his right cheek by Jimin, who moved in the speed of light. Well, you don't, but I do, Jimin said while punching him again. As the second round of fight started, While fighting, JYP not so accidentally broke Jimin's crown, making it fall onto the ground. Side note: he broke the crown, not the stone. The fight was intense, but JYP felt like he was losing. He made eye contact with a particular guard and mouthed something. As the guard ran outside, Jimin grabbed the knife out of JYP's hand and stabbed it right onto his chest. JYP screamed in agony. Before Jimin could pull out the knife and stab him again, he felt a sharp pain in his back. He stumbled a few steps behind and looked behind him, only to find the arrow, which was now pierced through his shoulder. Now he stumbled back and looks behind him, only to find a guard smiling in victory at him. "You cheating bitch." JYP suddenly started laughing, and Jimin was startled seeing him laughing while literally there is a knife stabbed right onto his chest. "Poor little Dracula thought he could defeat me, silly thing," JYP said, still laughing but while taking out the knife from his chest. "What did you think, Vampy, you could defeat me just like that?" He now looks right onto Jimin's eyes. "With just your healing power, fighting techniques and those little vampire pros would be able to defeat me. The one who has absorbed all the powers of the Heartstone, which includes much more than what you have, peasant. You thought you could defeat me. No, killing you was the motive here. Still got that attitude, huh? Do you know that if you had that arrow stuck on you for a little longer, you can die due to this little injury? Do you know why? 'Cause it is exclusively made for you in silver." Jimin's eyes widened as he pulled out the arrow out of his shoulder while slightly yelping in pain as he covers his wound with his palm. Wait. JYP looks at his guards. "I thought you were bringing me that bunny king with these two TikToks. Where is he?" Jimin snaps his head to look at JYP, being shocked on that info. The guards look hesitant as one of them replied in a shaking voice. "He escaped, my lord." "What? How?" "We handcuffed him and threw him with these two and locked the door from the outside when we were leaving. But when we opened the door this morning he was missing. Only these two were there." "What the hell? How can you idiots let this happen? Fucking useless." He looks back at Jimin, who had tears in his eyes, thinking of what would have happened to Jungkook after that. "You made him escape, I know it," JYP said, and threw the knife towards Jimin as it pierced right on Jimin's left arm. "I'll kill you instead of him first, then I'll kill him instead of you," JYP said while going near Jimin while getting the sword from his guards. He went and stood in front of Jimin while keeping his sword on Jimin's shoulder. "Say goodbye." But before he could even raise his arm to behead Jimin, he went flying towards the concrete wall, hitting it so hard that confirmed he must have broken his skull along with his ribs and backbones. He looked near him to find that a guard's body was thrown towards him, causing his hit onto the wall. He groaned in pain as the healing powers took a second to influence him, making his experience the pain for some seconds. Jimin had his eyes widened as everything happened in split seconds. He looks at the direction the guard was thrown, only to get shocked to his core.
I got nightmares.
Tae's dress, eyes, hair were pitch black. He had devilish horns in his head and a crown on his head, indicating that he wasn't just a normal devil. The locket that Bam Bam gave him has also turned totally black. Holy shit, Tae. Tae wasn't sparing him a glance as he kept his gaze fixed at JYP. "You will regret. And I will make you regret." Tae had a deadly look on his face. Suddenly a word rang inside Jimin's mind from his memories. Tae. Son of Satan. Prince of the fucking hell. Oh no, Tae. Tae launched onto JYP, knocking out all the guards who came in front him. "Tae, calm down, I know you are in there, come out, don't give up." But Tae didn't listen. He kept on walking towards JYP and JYP crawled back in fear. Jimin was trying to stand but he couldn't due to his injury caused by silver. Tae, don't. This is not you. Snap out of it. You may end up being stuck in this form. But then Jimin's eyes fell on a guard who was standing on the door frame with a big arrow in his hand. Tae. I was like everything happening in slow motion. Tae turned back hearing Jimin scream, but Jimin had already stood up and ran towards him with all the strength that was left in him. Jimin hugged Tae tightly, but before that the guard launched his arrow at Tae, but since Jimin was hugging Tae now it went straight onto Jimin's back, but it didn't stop there, it also pierced through Tae's chest too. Taking the opportunity, JYP scrambled out. But not before telling his guards. Set this room on fire on the inside and on the outside. Let this whole place burn, I don't care, but I need both of them dead. And with that he ran out along with his trusted minions. All the guards inside the room went out the room, locking the door behind them, leaving only Tae and Jimin inside on the same position. Tae snapped out of his mind the moment he felt Jimin going limp. Tae turned back into tongue seeing this. Minnie. Tae spoke in a broke voice. Jimin looks at Tae weakly. Tae. Jimin smiles weakly seeing Tae being back. Both slowly knees on the ground but still hugging each other. Tae had tears in his eyes while blood came out of Jimin's nose and mouth. I think we are dying, Minnie. They tightened the hug. Remember, both are hugging each other while a single arrow has pierced through both their chests as the tip of the arrow is poking out of Tae's back while the bottom is poking out of Jimin's back. I think we are Tae. The room was burning from the outside and someone opened the door for slight seconds only to lit the curtains on fire before locking the door again. Jimin spat the blood to his left. Now Tae's nose also started to bleed. Are we in a romantic movie? I have never seen two friends die like this. I have only seen lovers die like this in movies. Are you proposing me, Minnie? Are you trying to cheat on my lovely Hyuns with me? Tae said playfully, even though his nose was bleeding like waterfalls. Both could smell something burning but none reacted to it. You aren't saying no. Well, who would say no to me? So I guess you're ready to cheat on Cook with me. Tae chuckled as blood came out of his mouth. We are not together yet. I know something happened yesterday. Jimin wanted to sound playfully, but his hoarse weak voice was not allowing it and his bloody mouth wasn't any help too. Says the one covered with hickeys from the bedroom adventurous he had last night. The room walls were now completely on fire. Slowly the fire was getting on the floor carpets. Literally fire was surrounding them. Hi rascal, you knew they were hickeys but you said they were mosquito bites. Jin Hyung would have a heart attack if he got to know his innocent baby bro is not so innocent anymore. Tae chuckled but coughed. More blood. Soon a drop of tear fell from Tae's eyes. At the same time the fire touched Jimin. Let's fly together. They hugged each other even tightly. Hyungs are out there, they will come to get us. Tae closed his eyes letting his tears of agony fall out. Hyungs, where are you? Jimin said while closing his eyes, feeling the fire catch onto his dress.
Meanwhile,
Kim fucking Namjoon. Why? You had one job. Just one. And that is to stay away from the steering wheel, but look at what you did. Jun just kept his gaze low. A few seconds ago Jun was walking towards Jungkook but ended up tripping on his own feet and fall right on the steering and broke it while trying to prevent himself from falling to the ground, but during that process he somehow managed to send the steering flying into the river. And now basically the boat can't move without the steering. But he is away from the steering, look, it is floating in the water. Oh wait, now it is sinking. So technically he is away from the steering. And that's cause he freaking broke the thing and it magical went flying into the water. How did you manage to do it? I don't know much about physics, but I know, for sure, that this was not practically possible. This is called the Jumanji effect. It makes the impossible into possible. Wow, and we all just ignore the fact that we are stuck in the middle of nowhere. Chill, dude. Did he just dude me? Where is that kid who had I left as in charge for steering? All froze. Jungkook, Cookie, Kook Kid. All looked around. Oh God, did you knock him onto the water along with the steering? OMG Jungkook. All went to check the water as they stood in the sides of the boat. I don't think I know. Jun kept silent while he stood there sulking. Jungkook, can you hear Hyung? Come on out. Jin yelled out but got no response as they looked at the river carefully. Oh God, I'm scared. What if? Hobie's scream startled everyone. I think a snake who bit me. Oh God, I'm gonna die. I don't think there is a snake here, dude. But look. Jackson points under the table where they saw something white moving. Wait, why is the snake white? Maybe it's White Mamba or something. Is there a snake like that? If there's a snake named Black Mamba, then there must be White Mamba. Excuse me. I kinda dying here. But snakes don't chew your boots like that, Hobe. So it must be something else, and besides, I don't think you would be alive to even talk to us if you actually got bitten by one. So if it wasn't a snake which bit Grumpy Hosieaksha, then what must have? And that's for us to find out. August D said before going forward and pulling out the creature from under the table. And that turned a gasp from everyone, cause the creature he pulled out was an actual bunny. And August D was holding on by its ears. Was this the food Mbiel told us about? Should we fry him or? Jun, that's Jungkook.
What?
Well, wow. What in the name of Namjoon? Hobie almost fainted. This is not a normal rabbit, this is a bunny hybrid, but some hybrids can turn into their original form like werewolves. But bunny hybrids turn only when they feel threatened or stressed. And how in the world did I know that? The bunny aka Jungkook snared at Jin when he sat comfortably on August D's shoulder. Can't believe Hyung thought of him as food. I'm sorry, Jungkookie. Please forgive your lovely Hyung. I will treat you dinner after we go back. Jungkook scoffs. I think he got startled by the noise. And the credits goes to you. So according to his info, his weakness is loud noises, but the twist here is he doesn't die due to it, but he turns into a little rat. Now it was August D's turn to receive a snare from Jungkook. My inner voice say that Jungkook will be back to his normal form after some time. Some time? You know, probably minutes or hours, but not more than that.
Kim, Namjoon, not only did you got us stuck in, but also made Jungkook turn into a bunny.
I didn't mean to, okay? And before any one of you fight, I'll stop you here. This is not the moment to blame or fight. Pull your shits together and think about how to move this boat. August D said while shifting Jungkook sit on his right shoulder from the left. Don't pull any rabbit stunts on me if you don't want me to throw you flying out the boat. August D warned for only Jungkook to hear, who scoffed again on that. 10 minutes later. All were standing in different directions of the boat thinking of any way to start the boat. August D was just chilling with a box filled with tangerines and a cup of wine with Jungkook sitting near him munching on a carrot. What? This gives me energy to survive in this circus. What did you think? I don't care about my boyfriend and that adorable alien? You are wrong, Bish. You need more knowledge to understand a king. Okay, was he talking to us? Never mind, let's continue anyways. Jackson was trying to cheer up a sulking Namjoon who was blaming himself for everything. Jin was trying to fix the steering base with the steering. While Hobie was looking out towards the river, Suddenly something jumped out in front of Hobie on the water, but Hobie couldn't guess what it was since it happened in solid seconds. But it happened again. And again. But this time water was splashed onto his face. "The hell?" Hobie said, wiping away the liquid from his face, and was startled when he heard. "What in the world?" Hobie looks down the boat. Only to find a dolphin. A part of him wanted to scream, but he just looks at it before. The dolphin looks at him simply before it. "Oh, that's high, I guess. Well,
I'm your Hove, you're my Hove, I'm J Hove.
But just call me Hobie." "So what's your name?" "Wow, I'll take it as you don't have one. So let me name you. So you are C no Han no Hap no Carbon wait Kokobi." "Yes, Kobe." "Hi Kobe, I'm Hobie, nice to meet you." "I don't seem to understand anything you say. Can I touch you? I think I can feel your emotions if I did, cause that happened with the wolves too." Dolphin moves near him. "Wow, you can understand me," Hobie said before raising him hands out to touch the dolphin. "God, what am I doing with my lifu?" Hobie thought before touching the head of the dolphin. "You feel excited and you want to help?"
"Posiaka, get away from the thing!"
June yelled, causing Hobie to flinch, August D to chalk on his tangerines, Jin to trip and fall almost face to face on the floor, Jackson to almost throw Jungkook into the water, and Jungkook to almost bite off Jackson's fingers, but the dolphin just looks at him being interested. "The hell, June? I almost lost my handsome face and broke my sexy neck. You don't have any, so you can relax."
Excuse me, bitch?
"Why did you scream, Namjoona? It's just a cute dolphin." "Oh, he looks so cute." "It's a he." "Where are you trying to look at, June? You make me sound like I have zoophilia or some weird fetish, but Hoba, please get away from that jerk." "Jerk? You won't understand." Hoba, move back, stop touching it. "No, shut up, we don't need anything from you." "But we don't want to be your friend, so you may leave." "For God's sake, what is happening here? This jerk wants to be our friends." "Juna, stop calling Kobe a jerk. Forgive him, Kobe, he didn't mean it," Hobie said again, reaching for the dolphin's head. "Don't touch it. Why do you suddenly hate that innocent creature, Juna?" "Cause before I didn't know that." June took a deep breath. "When they kill their own babies, male dolphins kill their own young ones cause the mother is ready for mating if their children is killed. 2. They do human groping. Dolphins are sexually aggressive and have assaulted human divers many times. 3. They use poor eels for pleasure. Dolphins have high libido, to a certain point that they also pleasure themselves just like us human beings. Specifically those bottlenose dolphins, they wrap an eel around their organs to derive pleasure. 4. The purpose of their sexual organ is not only for mating. They seriously have necrophilia. So many times they have been seen doing dirty stuff on dead objects, which can also include trying to impose themselves on human beings, alive or dead. 5. They take advantage of other animals for pleasure. These mammals have proven to be huge predators harassing female dolphins. And again, those bottlenose dolphins. Those jerks team up with 5 other dolphins and estrange a female dolphin, raw mating with her roughly for a few weeks. They even spank the female dolphin and make strange noises to scare her and keep her in line. Even female dolphins aren't safe in this dirty world. 6. They are not just rapists but murderers too. Dolphins have a murdering smudge in their body, leading to the killing of baby porpoises. Imagine being killed for no reason or just for someone's entertainment. And 7. Okay, that's enough, calm down. And that, kids, was your daily zoology lesson. June was looking more like glaring at the dolphin. You can leave. But June, not every dolphins are like that, right? Just like humans, not all of us are like that, right? You can't judge Kobe without knowing about him clearly. Were you listening to me? That is not those friendly cute creatures you think of them as. They are a real definition of jerks, and sharks are far far better than these. Yeah, you and your kind are jerks, so leave from here. Don't call him that. If you don't want me to fry you for dinner, just leave. But you don't even eat seafood. This is a freshwater dolphin. What did the dolphin say? He said he thinks Hosiok is cute and friendly and that he would like to help us if need him and his friends. Oh hell no. After I have just heard about dolphins committing gang rape, Jin stops as he looks at Jungkook, who was looking at him. Don't be stupid, we certainly need help now. Namjoon asked him if he could get us that steering wheel, which must be now sank to the rock bottom. But we don't have much options, August D said firmly. June sighs before he asks, could you please get us the steering? It fell there and sank. It looks like, wait, you don't even know how it looks like. Without listening to June fully, the dolphin just went inside the water. See, those creatures are rude too. Namjoon, I think I'll be leaving soon. Can't you stay? You are a great help and a good company. I can't, Jinny Hyung. But I promise I'll be out the moment you call me out. The dolphin suddenly came out the water, splashing the water particularly onto Jin's and Hobie's face. My hairstyle. I'll ignore that. He got it, June said before taking the steering onto his own hands out of the dolphin's mouth. August D took it out of June's hand and started fixing it onto its place. Well, thank you, Kobe. My Kobe is the best. Hobie pats the dolphin's head, but then the dolphin spits out something inside the boat. It was a big white pearl. He says it's a gift for you, June said, being annoyed. Oh my baby. No Hobie, don't. I only got one soulmate and I aren't losing him, and certainly not today or any day sooner, June said, pulling Hobie away from the dolphin when he saw that he was about to hug the dolp. June, but 1 minute later. The boat is ready, let's leave. August D turned to look at the others. Bye Kobe, love you, don't do things that other dolphins do, okay? Be a good boy. Again Hobie. Stop it. Uni or August D, whatever, let's go. June, you sit here, don't you dare move. Hobie, come inside with me. Jungkook, you continue with the carrots. Jackson, please keep an eye on June for me, make sure he doesn't touch anything. Jin, no, do as I say now, everyone move as I say. And Mr. Kobe, thank you for your help. Jin bows a little. I guess that's your welcome. It was. Goodbye Mr. Kobe, have a good day. For the sake of Lucifer, why are they like this? August D facepalmed looking at them. 10 minutes later. No one except August D himself knew how he used his power on weather manipulation to control the wind and move the boat faster than any normal boats without engine. We are here, August D said, but before he could say, they all knew, since everyone was looking at the enormous castle located a little far from their current location. Jackson had returned back into the lamp just moments ago, as the lamp was kept safely onto Jin's bag, which was with June. August D slowed down the boat as they all look ahead of them. Suddenly Jungkook jumped out of Jin's shoulder, transforming back into his original character form. Hyung's look, Kook said, pointing at a certain place where the smoke was coming out of, a certain part of the castle, but they couldn't see more due to the big walls between them. Something is happening there. And I'm damn sure that something is related to Tai and Jimin. Or maybe the castle caught fire or something. So what are we gonna do? Guys, do you trust me? All their attentions were on June now. Of course you won't be our leader if we didn't. Well then. I have a plan.
Thank you for watching. See you in next video. Until then, bye darlings.
Okay, bye bye.